The first time Maya stepped through the gates of Crestview High, the whispers started before the first bell even rang. Asterisk, she was the only black girl in a private academy full of polished uniforms, wealthy last names, and whispered legacies. Her hair didn't match theirs, her confidence made them uncomfortable, and her silence made them curious. To them, she was an outsider, and outsiders, they believed, needed to be put in their place. Asterisk, but what they didn't know, what they couldn't possibly imagine, was that Maya was built from steel, and her blood carried the calm rage of a man who had once held his breath for 3 hours in enemy territory just to eliminate one target, with a single shot, her father. A legend in a world that didn't make legends easy. A U.S. Army Green Beret sniper. The most feared marksman in his unit. He was a ghost, a whisper in the jungle, a myth with 162 confirmed kills. But to Maya, he was just Dad. He made her pancakes on Sundays. He taught her to be still when the world turned cruel. And he always told her, you don't need to fight with fists. Your strength is in how you carry yourself. But if the day comes when you are forced to stand, don't hesitate. The bullying didn't start loud. It started with stares, then murmurs, then desk shoves and tripped shoelaces. By week 2, her locker was defaced. By week 3, her phone was stolen and passed around with cruel filters edited onto her face. Asterisk, and by week 4, things turned physical. Asterisk, it was PE class. The sun burned through the windows and sweat clung to the air. Maya stood at the edge of the basketball court, alone, tying her laces. Brielle and her group, the mean girls with perfect nails and sharper tongues, sauntered up to her, smirking. Asterisk, you think you're better than us? Brielle snapped. Walking around here like you don't see us? Asterisk, Maya didn't flinch. No, she replied calmly. I just don't waste my energy on people who need to tear others down to feel tall. Slap was fast, unexpected. The gym echoed with the sound of it. Asterisk, then came the shove. Maya stumbled backward. One of the girls grabbed her bag and flung it across the gym floor. Another pushed her toward the bleachers, yelling something about people like you not belonging here. Asterisk, a few students watched. A few filmed. But no one stepped in. And that's when Maya, quietly, took out her phone. Her hands didn't shake. Her eyes didn't blink. She pressed one number. Asterisk, hi Daddy, she said, voice steady. I need you to come to school. It's time. There was a pause on the line. Then one word. I'm on my way. 53 minutes later, a black SUV pulled into the parking lot. Asterisk outstepped a man in jeans, boots, and a plain gray shirt. Salt and pepper beard, dark sunglasses, broad shoulders, calm, unbothered stride. Asterisk, but something in the way he walked made security instinctively straighten. Something about the way his eyes scanned made teachers feel like students again. Asterisk, he didn't shout. He didn't threaten. Asterisk, he walked straight to the main office. Politely asked for Principal Gaines, his calling, and sat down across from him with a calm smile. Asterisk, my name is Major Elias Carter, he said. Retired Green Beret, I believe my daughter has been assaulted on your campus. Asterisk, the principal stammered, flipping through reports, sweat forming. I wasn't made aware. Asterisk, I have video footage. She sent it to me. So I have 3 other students. And the footage has already been archived with timestamps in 3 locations in case someone accidentally deletes it. Asterisk, the man leaned forward slightly, voice quiet but lethal. I am not here to argue. I am here to see what you intend to do to protect my daughter and every other student you failed to defend. Word spread fast. Asterisk, by lunch. Whispers of Green Beret and Sniper Dad had taken over every table. Asterisk, by 2 p.m. Brielle and her crew were in the principal's office, faces pale, hands wringing. Their parents were called. Detentions were issued. Informal complaints were filed. But Maya didn't gloat. She didn't laugh. Asterisk, instead. She walked to the center of the cafeteria, her father beside her. The entire room fell into stunned silence. Asterisk, I don't want pity, she said. I don't. Want revenge? I just want peace. But peace doesn't come from staying silent when people try to erase you. Then she looked at the camera phones recording again. If you ever feel like your voice is small, remember, I spoke once. Now, people are listening. The school never dared look the same way at her again. Maya walked the halls with her chin high. Not because her father was lethal, but because she had chosen to speak, to rise, to stand. Her father didn't have to hurt anyone. He didn't need to raise a weapon. He raised a daughter instead, one who knew her worth even when the world tried to ignore it. 1 month later, Maya was invited to speak at the school assembly on student strength and safety. She stood on the stage and looked out at the sea of faces, some ashamed, some inspired. I was attacked because I was different. But difference doesn't make you weak. It makes you a target for the weak-hearted, she said. And you don't need to call a soldier to fight your battles. You need to remember who you are and demand the world sees it too. And in the back row, her father stood quietly, arms crossed, eyes soft. She didn't just survive. She transformed. Moral of the story. Being strong isn't about fighting. It's about knowing when to stand. And when you stand with courage, especially when it's hard, you inspire others to do the same. Sometimes, the most powerful thing a warrior can do is raise a voice, or a daughter who knows how to use hers. Asterisk.